The Laws of Ascension, Chapter 24, Wolf Hunting. Lorik, time to wake up, Vera says while gently shaking Lorik awake. Lorik opens his eyes and sees her before sitting up. Did anything happen last night? Lorik asks groggily while walking over to the fire with Vera. Rowan and Sarah are preparing ham and cheese sandwiches next to it. No, but I kept hearing odd noises that worried me. It sounded like skittering and howling. Rowan replies, Maybe someone stole another spiderling egg and brought it to wolf territory, Lorik says, causing Sarah to sigh. I don't even want to think of those spiders again, Sarah says with a shiver. Now that you've said it, Master is definitely going to make us fight them in the future, Rowan says teasingly, causing Sarah to cover her ears and hum loudly. After eating a quick breakfast, the four put out the fire and leave the cave. So what's the plan when we find the wolf? Just run in and go wild? Vera asks, only half jokingly. No, we'll lure it out first. Rowan and I have some monster bait left over from a previous task Master gave us. We'll burn it nearby and make the flame wolf come to us. Sarah replies as Rowan holds out his hand. Mist pours off his ring and fills his hands. A brown leather bag appears in his hands. A small rope is tied around the top, holding it close. Let's go, Rowan says before marching out of the cave first. Sarah turns her communications bracelet on before checking it. She checks the location of the firewolf before looking at the nearby area. After a minute of searching, she finds a place to set the bait. Sarah leads the way, and after an hour, they get to the spot. It's a small lake in the center of a large clearing. They walk up to the lake, and Rowan grabs the bag from earlier. So how does that bait work? Vera asks as Rowan walks over to the lake. It's a powder that you have to burn, Sarah replies as Rowan takes out a bundle of wood tied together. It came out of his storage ring. He unties them and stacks them next to the water. He lights them before opening the bag. He pours a dark gray powder out of it onto the fire. The flames grow as the powder burns quickly. He then runs over to the others waiting by the tree line. That smell is, Lorik says before shaking his head. You can smell it? Sarah asks a little surprised. You can't? Lorik asks back as Rowan returns. I can't smell it. How bad is it? Vera asks. Awful, it smells like a mix of rotting meat and sickeningly sweet candy, Lorik replies. What is? Rowan asks confused. The bait? It smells horrible, Lorik replies, surprising him. You can smell it? He asks, repeating the question Sarah asked. How can you not? It's all I can smell. Lorik replies before covering his mouth. Is there a reason we can't smell it? Vera asks, as Lorik sighs. He takes his hand away from his mouth since it's not helping at all. Normally, people can't smell the bait. There are laws in the powder that affect the smell. I've never heard of anyone being able to smell it. Then again, I've never tried asking anyone before. Sarah replies, causing Lorik to sigh. Amazing. So happy I can smell this, Lorik says, causing Sarah to laugh. She quickly covers her mouth and tries to suppress her laughter. They spend the next few minutes waiting in silence. It's not until a group of 5 wolves runs into the clearing that they move. They look for the flame wolf before a bigger wolf with bright red fur appears. Aside from its red fur and slightly bigger body, it looks the same as the other wolves. As soon as the flame wolf appears, a group of 7 goblins runs into the clearing from the other side. As soon as the goblins appear, the wolves start growing. The goblins raise their wooden clubs, ready to attack. The flame wolf slowly walks toward the goblins before howling. The 5 other wolves take off sprinting toward the goblins at the howl. The goblins charge the wolves at the same time. They bring their clubs down on the wolves, but get knocked down. They can't stop the wolves and only hurt them. One of the wolves had 3 of the 7 goblins attacking it, so it died upon receiving the hit. The other wolves knocked the other goblins down and started biting or clawing them. Blood splatters on the grass as the 4 wolves kill their goblins. The last wolf gets beaten to a pulp by the 3 goblins grouping up on it. Sarah, use your curse, Lorik whispers while watching the fight. Sarah nods before reaching her hands out. Vera, sneak around to the flame wolf. Sarah whispers as a small crimson-red ball of fog appears in the sky above them. It spreads quickly, covering the sky above the clearing. The wolves and goblins stop and look up. As they do, Vera starts sneaking off, walking around the clearing closer to the flame wolf. 8 bright red stars appear in the fog. The stars shoot down and land on the heads of the monsters in the clearing. The 3 goblins let out a painful shriek before collapsing and dying. The 4 wolves and the flame wolf quickly turn to look toward the 3 hiding in the bushes. The flame wolf lets out another howl as Rowan and Lorik step forward. "Earth Spike!" Rowan shouts as the wolves rush them. A magic circle appears under one of the 4 wolves. It's brown and spins slower than other circles. 3 spikes, a few inches wide, shoot out from it almost as soon as it appears. The spikes pierce the wolf and lift it off the ground. 2 pierce the wolf's body and the last grazes its head. As the spikes appear, Lorik reaches out. A magic circle appears under 2 of the remaining wolves. A phantom wolf head jumps out of it. The wolf's head is much bigger than the wolf's. It bites down on the wolves, its fangs tearing them into pieces. Each bitten wolf gets its head severed by the fangs. "Must be nice being able to multicast spells like that," Rowan says jokingly, as he and Lorik ready their weapons. "It helps that I only have 1 law," Lorik replies, causing Sarah behind them to laugh. She holds her hand out and a magic circle appears on her wrist. It creates a dagger made of light in her hand. She throws it at the remaining wolf. It jumps up to dodge it and get ready to tackle Rowan. The dagger suddenly stops before turning and flying straight toward the wolf's head. It embeds itself into the bottom of the wolf's head. Rowan moves out of the way, and the dead wolf crashes to the ground. The flame wolf steps back, getting ready to run after witnessing the death of its pack. Before it can, Vera jumps out of the bushes behind it. A magic spell appears around the hilt of her sword, covering the blade in a black-red energy. She cuts the flame wolf in half and embeds her sword in the ground. She effortlessly pulls it out before the energy dissipates. She stores the flame wolf's body in her ring before joining the others. "Am I the only one who had to chant my spell?" Rowan asks as Sarah collects the wolves and goblin corpses in her ring. "Yep, and as Lorik put it, it's helpful we only have 1 law," Sarah says, causing Rowan to sigh. Yeah, point and laugh at the guy with 3 laws," Rowan replies while waving his hand. After a few more jokes at Rowan's expense, the 4 of them start walking back to the capital. "Are we accepting any more tasks after this?" Lorik asks as they start walking. "I'm not. I need to comprehend my laws. It'd also be nice to study my spells a bit," Rowan replies. "Same here. I'm close to breaking to the next level. I was hoping I'd get there from this task, but no dice." Sarah adds, "Not tonight, at least. I've had enough of the woods for now. Why are you asking?" Vera asks him. "We should get back before the evening, so I was going to let the headmaster know. I figured if he had the time, I'd get started on his special task." Lorik replies before Vera nods. A few hours later, as they near the edge of the forest, Lorik suddenly stops. He pushes Sarah back, causing her to fall to the ground. As she does, a spear passes by where she just was. Seeing the spear, Rowan and Vera quickly ready their weapons. Rowan steps in front of Sarah with his shield raised. "Show yourself," he shouts as a man jumps down from a tree. He's wearing a black cloak covering his body. There's a plain white mask covering their face. The aura of a 7th-tier mage pours off of them. "It's a mage," Lorik says after feeling their aura. As soon as he says this, the man starts sprinting toward them. A magic circle appears under Sarah as he does. Before it can activate, Lorik shouts, his beast roar spell activating faster. The man falters, slowing down and losing focus on the spell. Sarah, Rowan, and Vera all recoil from the roar as well. The man recovers and reaches out with his left hand. It's wrapped in black cloth and white wrappings. As soon as he does, however, the space between them cracks. Cyrilda appears as the cracks shatter. The space returns to normal as Cyrilda reaches out toward the man. He goes flying back and crashes into a tree. "Are any of you injured?" Cyrilda asks. "No, we're good," Rowan replies after sighing and lowering his arms. "How did you get here?" Vera asks, surprised to see her. "Sarah notified me that there was danger. Your bracelets let me know your exact locations, so I came straight here with my law of space," Cyrilda explains before turning back to the man. He's slumped over on the ground and not moving. After closer inspection, she sees blood dripping from the bottom of his mask. "Damn Godric," Cyrilda mutters to herself. "Who's Godric?" Lorik asks. "He's Calvarus's current king. This is a common trick of his. He uses his law to control these faceless assassins. If they fail or disobey, he kills them without hesitation. Cyrilda replies, "What law let him control people like this?" Vera asks, a slight trace of fear in her voice. No one knows. He's never fought on the battlefield before. It's speculated to be the law of blood, but it could be something else. Cyrilda replies before reaching out. The man's corpse floats over to her. Are you all returning from completing a task? Cyrilda asks before Sarah nods. Then I'll return you to the academy. I'll let them know why so they won't think I helped you today. Just in case, stay at the academy for the next few days. I'll let you know when you can leave, Cyrilda says before snapping her fingers. A magic circle appears beneath them and teleports them away.